There it is. Super Krash. Oh, is that an intake manifold adapter on there? You must be putting some different carburetors on here. All right, that's right. Back. Haven't made a video for a while. Been a busy guy. Putting different carburetors on the Krash, and I wouldn't miss a second, not even a microsecond. I wouldn't miss any of this because it's too good to be true. These are the stock Black Ops 48mm carburetors, and I'm just putting some aftermarket carbs on there. So these won't fit anything else. These flanges, they won't fit anything else that you can buy. So since they don't make any parts for these Krash motors, I made this little adapter plate. So put it on there like so. Hopefully it fits on here. I made this last night real quick. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was a really chaotic effort to make this manifold, but so yeah, I designed it, had a late night at work, and I designed and made this. It was pretty easy. This isn't a very complicated part, so it only took me like 30 minutes. And so then I brought it home, painted it, so it's the same color as the other crap. It looks like it belongs on there. So yeah, it looks pretty good on there. Yeah, so I just kind of had a few measurements of bolt spacings on everything on here, and just kind of came up with my best idea. Made a couple of little bracket holes so that I could mount the throttle cable on this side or this side, and so yeah, I'm pretty relieved that it fits on there. You're welcome, boys. Now you get to watch me tighten a bolt. Did I make the countersinks too small? No, these countersinks, I was like, I can always grind the outside of the bolt down if it don't fit, because it's really close from here to here, so I didn't want them to be too big. So I wonder if they're deep enough. I didn't even check that. Hopefully they are. We're gonna find out together. Who thinks I did them deep enough? I think I just guessed. Oh, wow, that's really nice. They're just deep enough. Yeah, I was doing this real quick and dirty at work, so I didn't tap any of the holes in my machine. I just end milled all the hole sizes because I didn't want to go and find drills and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a late night, and I was like, okay, if I can finish this stupid space part that they really want me to finish, I can real quick and dirty make this thing for me, because nobody's there. And it ended up being good. So nobody really knows that I made this. Nobody cares. And if they found out, they probably wouldn't care either. But yeah, so it was a good day at work last night. I accidentally left the hose on and got water all over the floor. That was bad. Working like 13-hour day. Heck yeah. So that's why I haven't been doing as much stuff, because I gotta work all the time. But look at that. It's pretty good. I must know something about making stuff. I bet you people would buy these if I sold them, but I only made one because I wasn't set up to do more than one. But you guys can still buy the velocity stacks. I still have them. I have a couple sets, and I think I have 2 sets right now. So we're on the hunt to get our carburetors. There they are. That's what we're putting on there. So get excited. I got the NOVIs off of that thing. The spacing between the two is different, so this guy is coming off. I'm gonna have to do something with the little linkages. Over here, I found some studs. Had to shorten them, get them right. Had to find some gaskets. These are some old GP1200 gaskets I had to hack up. They're metal, so it kind of sucked, but I got them in there. They're fine. Yeah, the base gaskets on these carburetors were the kind with the perforated mesh in them that immediately goes to pieces once you take it apart, and so that ruined them. Of course, it's annoying, really annoying, because it's kind of a weird size. The middle hole is bigger, so yeah, what I did was opened them up a little bit. So one trick for if you don't want them to ever break in half when you take the carburetor off is just put grease on your gasket. Alright. So the camera got too hot and shut off, so I either lost that footage or it's still there, but I cut it off abruptly. So I was running the camera under water in the sink to cool it down. Imagine saying that to yourself in the 90s. Yeah, I had to cool the camera off, so I just ran it under the tap wall. I think I'm going to put the throttle drum on that side. I have a bracket. We're going to see if it fits when I bolt it up. Put the joining rail off the Krash carburetors on here, because that should fit right on there. But come on, baby, that's it. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, I gotta get that stupid rail off of there real quick. All right, so that's how they are gonna be. So I can, here we go. So I gotta join the shafts somehow, and I'll let you know what I come up with. This is actually, I think this is a 150 millimeter bore spacing, and the other skis, the Yamahas and Kawasaki's, they're like 120 something, so it's a much bigger spacing. So just a little background information for you. And then so right here I tapped, supposedly I made it for that little bracket on the end of this. This is a 760 intake manifold, and so I'm hoping that that'll bolt up, and then that should give me, this guy right here should give me a little spot where I can bolt this guy up, because this is the grease fitting for the mid shaft, so didn't really have a spot for it on this engine. Now if this all goes on there, I'll chop this thing off, this little tang. Yeah, it'll be really nice. So finally got that bracket on there the way I want it to, and it looks like there's two bolts holding this guy on. This one's not doing anything, but it looks like it's doing something. But pretty good. It matches the rest of the engine. I've already got this thing like dirty and gross. Matches it just fine. Looks like it belongs on there. So we have the carburetors here, and so this guy, obviously the joining distance for these is a lot bigger, and so I couldn't just slide it over and have it reach. So what I did was, this is a piece from another throttle butterfly that was kind of a junk one that I cut up as something I could use to you know, join them together. And then I've got this guy, which is like for like 3D printer parts or something like that. It's like a joiner for whatever size. I think this is 8mm or 9mm. So this will go in between there, and then it should be pretty much just like it was before. So that was the quick and easy way for me to figure out how to do this. And I didn't really want to touch this one because I know it was set up perfect, and so this one you can kind of have room to play with. And I don't know, I just don't want to have it mess up the butterflies, because you know that sucks, because I guess when you have them unaligned right, then the edge of the butterfly will wear on the edge of the carburetor, and the edge will wear out and it won't work as good. So I'm gonna put that on right now. Got these guys on crotch rockets driving by as I'm trying to film. Anybody like crotch rockets? I'm gonna kick your butt, but you're gonna need more than that crotch rocket. All right, so I'll just give you a little look at the comparison of the carbs. So they're both 48 millimeter carburetors. This one, you can see, I don't know, somebody who knows more than me probably tell you that shot. For people that, if you want to watch videos where the guy actually knows what he's talking about, you can, you know, probably a lot of you look at like Leif Erikson or whatever his name is from Ericsson Machine or whatever the heck, the other YouTube jet ski channel that does like engine stuff, and the guy's smart. But yeah, so if you want good tech tips, that's probably the place to go. But yeah, so the bomb sight, or whatever the heck this is called, it's that complicated shape, and this is just, you know, a whole, I don't know. I'm not really sure if I think these carbs are good or if they suck, but I am 100% sure that these are really good, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to bolt these on there and it's going to work really awesome.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a sidetrack here for a little bit, and then we're going to get back to the Super Crash in a little bit in the video here. But if you're not into this little side trail on the video, now would be a perfect time to go over to vintagejetski.com and check out what they got. And if you do buy something from there, make sure to use promo code JetskiBrothers for your 5% discount on vintagejetski.com.
So you didn't not mean to?
Okay, let me tell you the story on this. I had a good project idea for this channel. And
wait,
I thought
you were talking about the ski that we didn't not let you do something with.
You know, if you're gonna let me finish, then I'll explain the whole thing. So basically, one of our projects was to make this extraordinary jet ski cart thing, not quite unlike what Jacob's got going on behind me there based on structure. And
wait, so was that going to be my project, your project, Jason's project, or Josh's project?
It was supposed to be a group project, but apparently Josh is like, no, we all gotta have individual projects, otherwise we don't do the thing. I mean, I thought it'd be fun to get a group project going because, you know, we all bring something to the table. In fact, Jason even decided to give me this little blueprint starter ski. Now, in case you're wondering, there is nothing, absolutely nada in it. No engine, no gears, no nothing.
It sounds like the perfect starter project for you then.
Exactly, the perfect starter project. So I was supposed to have taken...
So it sounds like Jason did his part by giving that to you, so he contributed.
Right,
you've got something into it. He's got something into it.
Okay, but I forgot to take it home with me by mistake because, well, I just wasn't thinking about that. And I'm also trying to figure out how to get that onto my car, or even take it home, period. Maybe
strap it to the roof?
I don't know. I mean, I've recently gone on a trip and we've had something big and heavy almost break the roof on one of our family's other cars, so
yeah,
I might just take stuff over there and do the project here. Who knows?
Well, you got a garage, Caleb. We don't have a garage. You got a garage to do it in.
We have a garage. A garage that's a mess.
Hey,
other things we don't
that's why you're there, to clean it up so that you can get your stuff, get your build going in there.
Okay. I don't think
Washington's rain 75.100% of the year.
Look, if it does rain, I'll just bring a tarp. I just can't do it over at my place because we have pretty much everything in there right now. It's gonna be too big of a mess for even me to clean up. And I've been working, getting back on my job for the first time in a while since this whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
So, which is why I've been a little
so
more
you'd
absent.
so you'd rather do it here because there'd be like a huge mess at your house?
Yeah, and it'd be a little more convenient. Like, in case you're wondering, that's why I haven't been on the show as much, because of me getting back to work and trying to get everything squared away with that. But,
yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, Josh, if you are watching this, and if this does somehow make it on a video, I am waiting for you to do the shoot, the photo shoot, for me to be on one of your dang t-shirts as well. I mean, Jacob's on one, you're probably gonna get Jason on one. I'm pretty sure people would love to see a good Caleb t-shirt. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I think I've been having to work a lot too. I've been having to work like 512s. So
I agree. I'm talking about,
yeah, 512 sucks.
I agree. I'm talking about me on a t-shirt, Jacob.
Well, you know what? I just found out that I was on a t-shirt not that long ago, and I'm like, huh, I wonder if anybody bought one. So I'm asking you guys, anybody buy one? I think it's funny that anybody would buy a shirt with my face on it, but you know, if you guys bought it, then cool.
Yeah, watch the comment section blow up right now.
Yeah. And
also, would you guys buy a Caleb t-shirt if we actually made one? Comment that below.
Yeah, you wanna buy a Caleb shirt? And also, I guess since this is part of this video, do you guys want an adapter plate so that you can run NOVIs on your crash motor? I mean, yeah, we got stuff that we could make. And actually, I don't want to go in and make these though. So I only am gonna make them if you guys like, if there's like 100 people that want to buy them for like a lot of money a piece. So yeah, but anyway, this is getting tacked into this video. So I didn't necessarily plan that, but you know, it's a great little way to break it up. So
yeah, that was.
And now it's into Caleb's project there, and
yeah, that was me just showing up random nilly-dilly in the middle of nowhere.
Caleb's talking about the project more, the jet ski go-kart, and how these are. He's looking at wheels kind of like that. Those kind of look like are those Harbor Freight? They got really big center sections.
I don't know. This is just more of like a prototype thing. Me trying to show everybody an idea.
All right.
Of what I'm trying to do.
Go on about what your idea is.
Okay. So we've seen some pretty impressive projects on the Jet Ski Rollers YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Projects like the Yellow Jacket, stand-up jet skis, even the jet boat, which I think was absolutely amazing. I got inspired by that particular design, and that got me thinking, hey, wait a minute. We already made a jet boat. Why don't we make a jet cart, if you will? That way, we can have all the rip-roaring fun of a jet ski, but we can also have it on land. And we can also have it like on the dirt tracks, and we can even make it amphibious, maybe. That could be a possible adaptation. Like put some tires on the ski, ride that up, but then it'll automatically know, oh, I'm in the water now. I don't need the wheels, and it can still just work in the water. So
you're thinking that those wheels would probably work all right, just for starters?
Probably not these specific wheels, but the design, like having some boards go along here and having some wheels to prop it up, that would not be a bad idea.
So those would be the land wheels?
Not be specific wheels, but again, that's more like a blueprint of what it's probably.
And so you're gonna hook up the go-kart engine to those wheels?
Yeah, I need to figure out exactly how to get the steering wheel hooked up to the wheels and still get the engine going. I'm not the most mechanically minded of the bunch. I'm usually more of a tester, but once I get that project going, that'll be a pretty impressive thing to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds pretty insane. Yeah. I'm with you there. So you guys tell us how much you're looking forward to that and what any of your ideas are for it.
Also, if I ever sold it once it's completed, how much would you guys be willing to pay for it?
Exactly. Let us know.
Please make it 10K. I mean, we want 10K subscribers too, obviously, but just 10K.
$10,000?
No, 1K is 1,000. 10K is 10,000.
Yeah, $10,000.
Something like that.
So you're gonna bolt those. You're gonna get the wheels mounted somewhat like that on there with the 2x4s, and then get the go-kart engine and steering wheel hooked up into it.
It might be something like that.
Do you think are the steering wheels gonna be like locked together? Like, see how this one moves individually? Are they gonna steer the same, or are you gonna have two steering wheels?
No, they're obviously gonna be locked together. Like, think about how like an average go-kart or a car ends up driving. Only imagine that attached to a jet ski. Well,
you know what I just thought of right now is there's this bike here. What about doing like a bicycle front wheel and just having one wheel on the front?
Like one wheel on the front?
Yeah.
You know, I actually have considered almost making like a jet scooter instead, like with the little stand-up right behind you.
Yeah.
Like make it more like a jet ski scooter sort of thing. But as soon as I saw this and what Jason was trying to give to me, I'm like, that is not gonna work. Like, if I tried two wheels, it would just be too tipsy even on land.
I just had an idea.
All right.
So, you work at Roy Robinson Subaru. Maybe those guys could hook you up. Bring this into the shop at Roy Robinson and tell them what you want to do.
That'd be a good idea, except they mainly specialize more in cars, and although that would
Hey,
be the right idea.
do you know how fast a go-kart with a car engine goes?
Freaking fast.
Exactly. Bring that baby in there and say, yeah, I want one of those old engines.
Yeah, even though
Help me put it in there.
I don't know, that probably could help, but I don't know if they would actually put it in there. Plus, Subaru is not exactly a fast car brand. They're a bit more of a...
Are you kidding me? Caleb. Ever heard of Subaru WRC Rally Team? They got some speed. There's some Subarus that got some speed.
Okay, if anybody can please comment below if they have engines or know where I can get some for this project or how much I could get them, that'll be great. I'm not trying to make the fastest thing alive yet, although that wouldn't be a bad idea for price value when I sell this.
How about just putting a big block Chevy in it?
Oh man, I actually know somebody who took their Subaru car and put a Lamborghini engine in it, and now it's one of the fastest cars you never heard of.
Oh, is it on the internet?
No, not on the internet. Like, you really never heard of this guy, and you never heard of how he just put that Lambo engine in
You
there.
just plucked it out and stuck it in there.
I've only heard of this a couple of days ago. I mean, I'm calling that car the Booster Gold because it's one of the fastest
is there
cars you've ever
is it on the internet?
No, it's not on the internet. You literally never heard of this thing because that's a Roy Robinson Subaru special.
So they made it at Roy Robinson Subaru?
No. One of the guys I know who works there did that project or had somebody do it.
Wow. You know what? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering.
Does he have any pictures of it? Probably not. Well, he probably forgot to take pictures.
Let's just say this. If enough people end up asking for it on this video, then I will ask him to send a picture of the engine and of the car and how everything goes.
It actually sounds like a really unique project. I'm kind of curious, you know, maybe, tell him maybe he should take a couple pictures. And I mean, I totally think it would be incredible. Yeah. And I believe it's probably incredible. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering.
Tell him to get out the old camera and snap a couple of pictures.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering if I should get rid of some of these stickers too. Like.
What do you mean?
Well, like these stickers mainly. Like,
oh.
Yeah, I mean.
You don't want them, or?
If I want to make the jet ski go-kart, like I get this as like an older.
Do you think you're gonna use a Solus impeller on it?
I'm talking stickers right now. We already.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, if it's got the Solus logo on the nose. Okay. Do you think you probably wouldn't be using a Solus impeller on the go-kart, would you?
Oh, so is that why? So that why that's on there?
No, it just comes with like an impeller, and then you put the sticker on your ski, and it looks kind of cool.
I mean, I'll look up a lot more of the interior stuff later, but all I know is that if I'm gonna get this thing looking as cool as it should be, I might end up doing some exterior changes as well. Mainly get the stickers off, obviously give it a good cleanup job. Maybe, if at all possible, get some paint, but I don't know how expensive that may. It might stay yellow and just have the.
What are you talking about? Getting it professionally painted?
Well, maybe not. Maybe, but I was thinking more along the lines of maybe like doing some exterior painting. Like I might make the whole thing a different color, or I might get some stripes or some new things like that. I mean, I do live near a boat shop, in a sense, so maybe they can help.
All right. Hey, so let me ask you this: do you want him to put this video up as like its own video, or as of something else? Like, don't you think that this should be its own video?
Honestly, if you already said you're doing this as part of the...
Well, that part doesn't have... Well, it can still be its own video. I didn't really put that thing in it very much.
Yeah, honestly, if I could, like, if you want it to be a part of its own video, fine. If not, that's fine too. I'm not really the one who decides what goes and doesn't go in these things anyway, so...
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, yeah, we're going to have to get to it because we got the tide coming in. And so, let us know what you think about the jet ski go-kart.
Or the hopeful idea of it. And comment below if you have any extra ideas for how I should put this thing together. I could really use some input.
Yeah, and if you guys want to be a part of the power team who puts it together, Another shot of that really long extendo coupler. Yeah, the throttle cable is just barely long enough, and I have to go over the top of the tank. I was not expecting that, but I know that square nose superjet throttle cables are like 10 feet long. They're really long. I think they're a lot longer than that. So I was thinking it would be longer than it is, but whatever. Oh well. So yeah, I'll start it up for you. All right, so we're gonna get it out tonight. Hopefully tune it up, and we'll be able to know how good it is. So I took it out tonight and was messing with the jetting and the screws and stuff, and it just didn't seem quite right with what was in there. So I brought it in. It ran the best with the bottom screws about a half turnout and the top screws about, you know, all the way in. So obviously the top jet is too big. The bottom one, I don't know, but I'm just gonna use the jets that were in the old carburetors, and and from what my charts say for what's in those and what's in these, it should be about right. The top jet is, I think, like 20 smaller, and the bottom jet is 5 smaller. So it should, I would think, make it run about as good as it can, and then I'll know, really. So all right, so I got the new jets in here, and so once I get it out there and get the screws adjusted as good as they can be, I'm gonna assume that that's about as good as this setup can possibly run. So but I wanted to show you some of my specialty tools. Specifically, these are my, well, I'll show you. So these are my tools. Mick-O tool. This is Mick-O tool, or is this Mick-O tool? Is this my Mick-O tool? Hey, Mick-O tool, tell me, when you're spelling tool in Ireland, do you spell it with an E on the end? Is that how you spell tool? Because I spell tool T-O-O-L, but these are not standard tools. These are custom Mick-O tools. All right, boys, it's me here. I've been tuning this thing, and so I was running it up against this log, tuning it up, and then I look up and God, that is one big jellyfish. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I look up and that's like 3 feet away from my leg, and I'm like, yeah. So Josh has had one wrapped around his legs before. Yeah, there's usually not a lot of jellyfish around here that big, but I like to stay away from them whenever I can, and I'll touch the little tiny clear ones, whatever. Probably should put my wristband on. go by that stupid jellyfish. Where is it? Hopefully it washes up on the neighbors or something, or a million feet away from me. Stupid jellyfish. All right. 1000% cool. That's a wrap, okay?